Hello, my name is Chris Petty. I'd like to introduce myself. Currently in flight school training here in Cincinnati. I'm a retired police officer. I'm on my career 2.0, or I would like to say my final career as my age. I'm 61. I've been doing this now for a year and a half and went to a local flight training academy. A year and a half later, doing it the slow way because I work full time, basically training 2 or 3 days a week, and met this group online, Mike and Sean, called Pro Pilot Playbook. And they recommend that you do accelerated training. In my current situation, just didn't think that was possible. Trying to pay for the training as I go. To make a very long story short, I'm finding out rather quickly, 98 hours, and I still don't have all my requirements done for my private pilot check ride. When I was on Pro Pilot Playbook, I met with Joe, who's been with them for at least a year and a half. I've been there about 4 or 5 months, and he does the accelerated training called Jet with Joe. And it's a professional pilot training program that has expert independent certified flight instructors dedicated to get you through your training faster, cheaper than any other flight schools around the country. And as I've been going through the slow way, right now I'm over $17,000. Got hooked up with Joe through an app that we use called ForeFlight. I won't get into the weeds on that, but Joe was able to audit my logbook, tell me exactly what I needed and what direction to go. There was days and weeks that I went in with my flight instructor and we would just hodgepodge, do this, do that, and I didn't have a program, didn't have the steps to get to where I needed to go. And literally within an hour or two, Joe knew where I was at and what I needed to do. Probably in the next couple months, maybe 3 or 4, I'm trying to save up the money to pay for it. I'm going to go with Jet with Joe and get my instrument, commercial, CFI, and CFII in 30 days. It's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard, but I'm with Joe. No one else, and we're going to fly for all 30 days. I'm going to leave my job and get this done. The part that I like about it the most is that it's going to be one-on-one with Joe each and every time. He'll have my logbook through ForeFlight and my regular logbook. Well, we already have a plan. He's already given me a syllabus, and we're hoping to start this rather soon. But I'm finding out the really hard way is I'm spending more money than I really needed to. And I just wish I could have found Jet with Joe, Pro Pilot Playbook sooner. It would have saved me a lot of money. Instrument rating commercial done in 30 days. I plan to get the 150-hour total time in those 30 days, flying an average of 5-hour days. My instrument rating should take 10 days, commercial 5 days, and lots of time building. That also does not count consider preparation before. I've got to take all my goal is to get my private pilot check ride in, be a private pilot, and then get all my written tests done before I go with Joe to his facility up in Akron. So I do plan to have all my written tests done before I start my accelerated training. They have DPE scheduled, and a backup is critical for getting everything done fast. Some people have reported getting a check ride taking up to 2 months, but because of the DPEs that they're available in their area, Jet with Joe has DPEs that they use regularly around the country and always have a backup scheduled. What do you have to do to be prepared for accelerated instruction? Well, I'm going through that now, and 2 great things to focus are: 1, pass the written exams for the rating before I start if possible, and try to get higher than 90%. 90% is arbitrary, but it's a good sign or signal that you understand most of the material. They use Gold Seal primarily for all the ground schools, along with Shepherd Air, to help you prepare for all your FAA written exams. And 2, be familiar with the ACS standards, requirements for the ratings as if you were the instructor. But the real switch in getting ready for accelerated instruction is more of a mental model. And that's what I'm finding out right now. You need to think of yourself as the instructor responsible for you getting ready for the tests. And I am going to do that. That means you have to understand the requirements in detail, help to create the path to those requirements, and constantly evaluate where you are relative to them. In essence, you are hiring a guide to help you get ready for the test. You're not hiring an instructor to spoon feed you. Accelerated flight instruction is just not a way to check boxes. It's a way to immerse yourself in aviation, achieve your goals efficiently, and minimize disruption to the rest of your life. For people like me and everyone at Jet with Joe, it's the ideal path. And I can honestly say that because where I'm at now, year and a half into it, deciding to be a commercial pilot, second in command in a jet, it's the way to go. So if you're interested in basic or advanced Excel flight training, there's a form below and you can fill that out. How long does it take? Well, that does really it depends on you. What is attracting me is my experiences where I've been currently to my age, and I need to focus on getting this done as quickly as possible, but I want to do the best that I can. It's a Part 61, and with my conversations with Joe and everything that he's been telling me is we pretty much can we've got a syllabus and we're going to follow it, and I've got a dedicated instructor just with me, and I can move at my own pace, and he can evaluate me and train me and get me up that I need to know. And I'm going to be honest with you, going back to my current flying 2-3 days a week, sometimes it's only 1 day a week because of weather, and I'm just not getting the sheer repetition and learning as quickly as I can, which is causing me to spend even more money with block time. So I truly said all that. I encourage you, take it from me. I'm not making it up. It's hitting me in my wallet. Going slow, you can do that. You truly can. But remember, you're going to spend a lot of money, and you can get it done quicker. And that's the best way, because what I'm finding for me is one day I'll have a lesson, steep turns. We don't touch them again for a couple more months, and I've forgotten everything I learned, and I got to go back and do it again. So I'm spending double the money. Going back to the Pro Pilot Playbook with Mike and Sean, they're professionals. They've been doing it for a long time, and they know what they're talking about when it comes to accelerated training. It truly is the way to go. Finding Jet with Joe for me, like I said, has just been a godsend for me. He's kind of close to me where I'm going to go. He's up in Akron, Ohio. I'm just outside Cincinnati in Indiana. So for me, accelerate, I'm excited to go. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be tough, but I've made the decision to leave my job and go do that. This is going to be my job, and I'm going to do it for 30 days. And I know I've got Joe, who's been a pilot for over 30 years. I know he's got the experience, and I'm excited and looking forward to it. With that being said, I've talked to Joe multiple times, and we're going to be filming as we go, documenting how our training goes, and just kind of hoping you all follow along for the ride. It's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, but anything worth having or doing, you just got to put in the work to do it. So hopefully you've enjoyed this, and hopefully we'll be seeing you here soon in the spring, and we can document the journey that I'm going to be taking. All right, thank you.